So I get asked this quite often. How many is enough? What is optimal amount of fragrances to have for a great, well-rounded, versatile, and effective fragrance wardrobe? That's a great question. In this video, I'm going to answer what I believe to be the best number for you to consider having for a great, versatile, well-rounded, and effective fragrance collection. These 5 profiles are what I believe to be all you need for every season, setting, and occasion. Let's check them out. Welcome back to another video. Max here. You know that smelling good is a great way to make a great first impression. This video is all about that. We're talking about 5 great options to do that every day, all the time. So we're going to start off here with the first category, which is the profile, meaning casual. When I think about casual fragrance, what comes to mind is aromatic, versatile scents, blue scents, but very easy to wear, laid back. We're talking about casual settings, usually during the day, but it can be during the night too, like if you're hanging out with your friends, just a t-shirt, nothing too crazy. Actually, I'm going to break this down for you guys to make it easier and affordable for everyone. I'm going to give you a designer option and a niche option. So for the casual here, we're going to open up with this one, which is one of my favorite discoveries this year. I believe this was released this year. It's called 𝗏𝗏 pour Homme Cologne Intense. I love the original 𝗏𝗏, but what they did here is they have a lavender citrus combination, which is very calming, very nice, very easy to wear. A little bit of a green meets blue kind of a scent profile, which is quite interesting. And they added a note of mastic here. And that note of mastic adds this very balsamic, mossy green kind of a vibe to the scent, making it very long lasting. And again, great for casual, easy to wear type scenarios. This is amazing, guys. It's one for all type scent for those exact scenarios, occasions that I'm talking about, casual, laid back, 𝗏𝗏 Cologne Intense. Definitely consider checking this out. It's a cheapie that does a great job. And when it comes to a niche option for this category, for the casual, easy to wear, and you're gonna smell amazing, this one here, if you like aquatic aromatic scents, this one checks all the boxes. This is Amoureuse Oud Whetstone. I spoke very highly about this fragrance over the years for a reason. It's my go-to when it comes to this particular setting. I don't have to think too much. I know I'm gonna smell great. And if you are someone out there who enjoys a casual, laid back, just easy to wear, you don't have to think too much, just grab and go type of a fragrance, this will do the job perfectly. Next up, the opposite of what I just talked about. This is going to be night out, romantic, woody, spicy type of a fragrance that are a little bit sassy, definitely alluring, but definitely sensual. What comes to mind is definitely the woody, spicy, family of fragrances. I'm talking about leathers, I'm talking about iris, I'm talking about cocoa vibe, a little boozy, spicy, cinnamon. Those are the type of scents that I think would fit perfectly for romantic and night out settings. Going out with the boys, if you're going out with your friends to a club, to a dance party, whatever, if you're dating, romantic settings, these fragrances will fit the match perfectly. For this category here, in the designer side of things, I'm going to give it to Givenchy Gentleman Reserve Privé. This stuff here, absolutely insane. In my opinion, the best designer release of this year so far. It is just amazing. We got iris, we have this cocoa patchouli kind of a vibe. It is very spicy with the cinnamon and some other spicy components in here. It's balsamic, it's romantic, it's sensual, sensuality in the bottle, whatever you want to call it. It took the DNA from like Dior Homme Intense, that kind of a vibe with the cocoa, patchouli iris, and enhanced it with spices, and almost gives you like a boozy liqueur type of a vibe when it opens up. Just incredible. Now the niche category, guys, brace yourselves. This is gonna blow your mind. It has mine. Absolutely love this stuff. It's 𝗏𝗏𝗄𝗏 Luxury, which is a Turkish brand, and this is called 𝗏𝗏𝗏. Now 𝗏𝗏𝗏 is going to be a boozy tobacco. Think about whiskey and think about tobacco, cigars. You mix it up. What you get here is a mixture between Tobacco Oud from Tom Ford meets Barra Onda from Naso Mato. Put those two together, guys. That's exactly what you're gonna get here to the T. Needless to say, this a bomb, a beast of a fantastic, playful, romantic, and sensual combination. Amazing. Speaking of which, I love 𝗏𝗏𝗄𝗏 so much. In fact, there's other companies that I'll be sharing with you and blends over the next couple of months, just like 𝗏𝗏𝗄𝗏, 𝗏𝗏𝗏. Fragrance brands that will be a part of Scent Explorer 2022. I don't know if you guys have heard of this. If it's your first time hearing about this, definitely click on the link below. Go to scentexplorer.com. Get familiar, guys, with this event, which is every year, once a year. We're talking about 40 plus brands, upwards of 50 brands. You guys are going to learn all about the industry, the niche industry, Q&As, perfumers, industry experts, content creators. It is one fits all, great international niche perfume event, guys. Yes, you heard it right. It's hybrid, it's international. You can do it virtually or you can come to New York. All details below. Check it out. You're going to love it. And by the way, a quick addendum here. I want to make sure this is loud and clear to everyone listening and watching my videos. Scent Explorer is for everyone. Come one, come all. I don't care who you are, what your background is. If you love fragrance, you are invited. Whether you be a content creator or fragrance aficionado or somebody just getting into fragrance, I don't care. You're invited. I love you. Come. I want to see you. I want to meet you in person in New York City, December 2nd and 3rd. Check details. I'll see you there. This next category here, perhaps my favorite when it comes to my wardrobe, the one I lean towards the most, which is going to be the classic and mature kind of a vibe. Fragrances that come to mind are Fougères or Chyprés, which is a very traditional old world goodness, powerful yet confident. And by the way, this, for those of you watching this video that are younger demographic, if you're in your teens, early 20s, you might say, I don't want to smell like my father or my grandpa. Guess what? You're going to be a father or a grandpa someday. That's inevitable. All of us are going to get older. So I'm telling you right now, you want to convey a very well put together vibe about yourself for those events or locations or situations where you need to convey that very well put together and confident, because it takes confidence to wear some of these fragrances. Those will fit the bill perfectly. The designer option for me is going to be Sauvage Elixir, which is an iteration of the Sauvage played out and even tired, some may say, scent profile, but still great, smells amazing, gets the job done. But Elixir is a perfect case of classic meets modern. I love what Dior did here. It gave it the Dior Sauvage scent profile, a really nice kick, meaning level it up with very nice components like the lavender, which is amazing here, some of the more mature green components, the resinous instancy feel that this fragrance has. It is a beast of a fragrance, powerful. In my opinion, I think I told you guys many times, the best release from last year in the designer world of things. Sauvage Elixir, perfect for that mature, confident and powerful vibe about yourself. As Sauvage Elixir has a very nice Fougère touch to the original Sauvage profile, this next one here is the niche option. It's going to be Solage from the house of 𝗕𝗏. What I love about this one is this is a perfect Chypré, which embodies all the elements of a great Chypré, adding a gorgeous note of leather, patchouli, and vetiver in the base. Absolutely beast of a fragrance, very powerful. It takes a certain person to wear this, but if you want that kind of a profile, if you want to exude that kind of power and confidence about yourself, this is going to do the job just right. Next up, the professional setting, the professional scenario. When you want to have a semi-serious vibe about yourself, like you mean business, you're somebody that your word means something. So I think it has to be elegant, it has to be appealing, pleasant, but also versatile. And I think a note that does that very well is the note of vetiver. When I think about vetiver, I think about scents that convey, again, appeal, crisp, clean, and also serious, trustworthy kind of a aroma profile. So these are not offensive fragrances. They're not hard to wear. In fact, if you're going for a job interview or if you have a job, it's something that you can wear easily and become someone very pleasant, very appealing. And your scent profile as you walk around is definitely going to draw people in. Of course, paired up with the way you dress, the way you talk, that's just going to enhance your appearance and your appeal to the next level. So clean, crisp, composed, those 3C adjectives, this fragrance has it all. It's called Tom Ford Grey Vetiver. I'm sure you've heard about this fragrance, and if you haven't, you need to get this fragrance into your wardrobe when you want to have a very easy to wear, easygoing, yet professional vibe about yourself. That's clean, crisp. The vetiver here is done just right. It's not earthy. It's rather a soapy kind of a vetiver, which is very clean and very, very appealing. Now, this next one here is called 𝗏𝗏, and it's a niche option. This is Milano Fragranze, which is a brand from Italy, a niche brand from Italy. And this right here, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you're familiar with the show, this is Peaky Blinders in a bottle. You're gonna take all of the old school, traditional, lavender, all these elements that are very classy and elegant, but you're gonna add some whiskey and tobacco hint into the fragrance, which is the classy British old school 𝗏𝗏 vibe that you're gonna get here, but also done in a very well blended manner, meaning the fragrance is not gonna be overbearing. It's gonna be exactly what I said, very inviting, very crisp, very clean, but with those little nuances of the old school class as the Peaky Blinders were back in the late 1920s and early 30s, with the British 𝗏𝗏 kind of a vibe. Love this stuff. This is a great compliment for me in the professional setting, and I think you should definitely at least get your nose on this fragrance. And like I said, all these fragrances get your nose. Here's a plug for me. Perfume.com, the partner of this channel. Use my code MAX12 and try all of these fragrances and thousands to choose from, designer, indie, or niche, guys. Detail below. And if you want to get even more perks, join the Perfume crew so you can get monthly discounts on top of discounts, not only for Perfume.com, but also from Fragrance by 𝗏, giveaways, and much, much more. Check out the details if you want to try it before you buy. If you're somebody who likes to live with the scent before you commit to these expensive bottles, this is the perfect way to do it, I promise. Now, the last category here is going to be your secret weapon. Now, the word here, 2 words, says it all. It's your fragrance. It's near and dear to you. People around you most likely don't have it or never heard of it. So it's a scent profile that you're going to have and you alone. And that is perfect to me. So I'm sharing these 2 with you, which in my circle of people, over the last few years, I've been the only one wearing these fragrances, which is a plus for me. But now I'm sharing with you. I trust it's going to be in good hands. In the designer category here, I'm going to give you one that is absolutely amazing to me. It's one of my favorite fragrances of all time. This makes my top 5 favorite fragrances of all time. If I could get rid of all my fragrances, this would be one of the 5 that I would keep for life. And this is going to be Dolce & Gabbana Pour Homme, the original with the sticker from Italy from 94 to 2000. If you follow this channel for any length of time, every year I talk about this fragrance because I absolutely love it. And what this is, it's going to be a lavender tobacco combination in a very unique way. They actually added this really nice semi-sweet lavender with a gorgeous blonde tobacco in the base. It is absolutely stunning. It's clean, it's elegant, and it has this very unique vibe about it that I've never, ever smelled in any other fragrance. Amazing stuff right here. Now, before I give you guys my niche option, the whole point here, because you might say, hey, Max, that Dolce & Gabbana Pour Homme is discontinued. It's hard to find. Exactly. That is the whole point. Your secret weapon is exactly that. You want to find something, a scent profile that you love, and yet it's going to be a little hard for people to find. They're not going to be able to find it everywhere. So you're going to have that upper hand of wearing something or pull that fragrance out when you really want to be unique and different than everybody else in the room. The niche option here, we're talking leather, incense, cognac, and vetiver. This is an absolute monster of a fragrance. I've yet to smell this on anybody else, and I'm telling you guys, I love the brand, I love the uniqueness and the exoticness of this juice. We're talking 𝗿𝗏𝗴𝗏 man from the house of 𝗵𝗏𝗏. This is everything that I love in a secret weapon type of a fragrance. This definitely gives you an edge. You wear this, you're going to be atomic, you're going to be perceived like no other. But like I said, your secret weapon is your secret weapon. This is something that works for me, works for my body chemistry. I love smelling this on me, and people love the way I smell when I wear this. So it's up to you to find what works for you perfect. This last category here, secret weapon, is something that's near and dear to you. I think everybody should have their own. So seek out for those unique and very exclusive fragrances that you will be the only one that is rocking. So there you have it. These are the 5 categories that I think will summarize perfectly, concisively, a great fragrance wardrobe that's going to be optimal and effective in every setting, occasion, and seasons. So we're talking about casual, fun, classic, professional, and secret weapon. Let me know what you guys wear for those particular settings and scenarios in the comments below, and I hope that you guys found this useful to put it together for your wardrobe and fragrance collection. As always, I'll see you guys right here with another video very soon. Take care.